Today, I will be talking about the new movie Morbius, and this will be a short review, so here we go. Michael Morbius is our main character, who is played by Jared Leto, and besides that, every other character in this movie is unrecognizable. I don't think I've seen them in any other movies or shows, which is odd for a Marvel movie, but anyways, back to Michael Morbius. Michael Morbius has a blood condition and is refined to crutches, and has the amazing new invention of artificial blood that is apparently blue. I don't even know. He meets up with his longtime friend named Lucius, but Michael always calls him Milo. Michael's girlfriend is really the only other memorable character to mention in this movie, which is my first problem with how many characters aren't explored and seem unimportant to the story, especially the police in this movie, which I'm sure you didn't even know are named Simon Stroud and Agent Rodriguez. Sony also can't think of a better plot than two people with the same powers going against each other, which is exactly what the first two Venom movies were, and I know that they are set in the same universe because of a clue that we get in the beginning of Morbius, but it kind of feels copy and paste from the original Venom. The action scenes involving the mutant vampires are probably the best part of the movie, especially in the beginning when Morbius was on the boat and slashing everybody and climbing on the ceiling. Another thing I thought was good about the movie was how Morbius has bat powers and uses his sonar, and the visual effect and sound it gives off was such a cool part to watch, and is probably the best part about the transformation Michael goes through. I will now be talking about the end of the movie where most of the problems occur. First off, the ending is rushed. At one moment we have Morbius and Milo in a subway finally fighting each other, and 10 minutes later we have Michael injecting Milo with poison and him controlling bats like he's Batman. The movie I would most compare this to is Venom Let There Be Carnage, because personally I think the first Venom movie is actually not bad and is overhated. The thing that Morbius and Let There Be Carnage shares is how both plots kind of suck and how the movie could be better but characters are just thrown in there and not really explored, and how the end, despite having some cool action scenes, the end is sloppy and makes the viewers not really satisfied or even care about what comes in the future. The ending of Morbius was his girlfriend named Martini opening her eyes and being red, suggesting that she has the serum in her that Michael and Milo do. And I just feel like it's almost identical to the Let There Be Carnage one, where the police officer suddenly turns out not to be dead, but to have weird glowing eyes. Don't even start me on the post-credits scene how Michael Keaton's character gets sucked into the Venom universe, even though he didn't belong there in the first place. And the crack in the sky in No Way Home brings people back to the universe and doesn't push them into other universes. Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. And then again, it shows Michael Keaton, but now he's Vulture, and he meets up with Morbius in an apparent alliance now. It looks like Sony is trying to be like Marvel and create a team, which will be the Sinister Six, but I assure you, if it's anything like the other movies that they have made lately, no one will watch it. Okay, with all that said, I rate this movie a 5. I don't hate it, but I also wouldn't waste anyone's time with it. The movie, just when it's getting good, goes back to being garbage, and if you're like me and like action, never had high hopes for the movie to begin with, you won't really be disappointed. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for listening to my thoughts, and goodbye.